Hello everyone, welcome back to Simulated Heaven, and I'm in Dirt Rally. This game just came out of the blue for me. I really didn't hear anything about it until it was released yesterday on Early Access, and I'm like, what? It's made by Codemasters? They've done like a rally game, like a proper rally game. Like in the description they call it a simulation, you know, they say the handling is like a simulation and all this kind of stuff. It's kind of crazy because Codemasters have never really done a proper rally game. They've come kind of close on some occasions, but never actually done a full hardcore rally game. So I was really surprised. I picked it up on Early Access for like 31 US, I think it was, which I thought is maybe a little bit expensive for an Early Access game. But to be honest, it doesn't really feel like your normal Early Access game. But then again, the question is, why are Codemasters then using Early Access when they're such a big company? I suppose you could say that because it's quite a niche market, the hardcore rally game is quite a niche market. So I suppose they maybe thought they didn't want to invest loads of money in it for it to flop. So they thought they would use Early Access and kind of try to fund it as it goes along. But it already feels quite far on to me. I would say this game feels very much like they've taken the engine of Dirt 3 and they've kind of reskinned it to look like a hardcore rally game, and then they've just obviously made the handling much more realistic. So yeah, anyway, without further ado, let's show you a stage. As you can see, I'm in Wales at Bydno Moorland, stage 1. So let's just load that up. I'm gonna go for one of these babies. The Metro is very tempting, as all of these are very tempting actually. I think I'm gonna go for the 205. And I'm going to change the livery like that. There we go, load this up. So yeah, I mean, I think you can already see from the UI and everything, it's already a relatively slick experience for an Early Access game. The graphics are also pretty good. I wouldn't say they're absolutely amazing next gen, but they're not far off. So yeah, as you will see. And it works quite well with the whole rally theme. Now, one thing I'd say right off the bat is I don't like the steering wheel in the game. If I can work out, right, you see the steering wheel in the game, I don't like the way it kind of wobbles a lot. You see how even though I'm not steering, it's wobbling to kind of simulate some realistic, like, you know, wobbly experience. Now that would be great if it was actually also in my steering wheel, but I don't get the same wobbles in my steering wheel, so it just looks weird when I'm driving. It looks weird to see that steering wheel. This is Early Access, so of course they might change things as we go along, but that's one thing that annoys me. So therefore that's why I usually play in this. Not that. I usually play in this view because you feel like you're inside the car, but oh crap! And right 6, left 6. But right 5 past junction. It's without the annoying steering wheel. Now, straight off the bat, the handling is pretty nice. I have to say. I mean, it does feel pretty realistic. It's too early for me to say whether it's completely and utterly realistic, but it does feel pretty good. It feels like it's realistic, and the game itself is quite hard. It certainly is not anything like a arcade game. It is pretty brutal. The road is quite thin and stuff, and it's quite a brutal, demanding kind of game. So, oh crap! Oops. Yeah, so it's certainly a pretty... Oh, come on. It's certainly a pretty... wrong way? Am I still going the wrong way? How do I reset? Recover vehicle. There is a button you can press, but I forgot. That's another thing that does actually annoy me as well in the game. The buttons that come up, that show up, I think we're going left. Are we going left or right? You know what? I think we're going right. Is that why it said I was going the wrong way?
Into right 5 long, don't cut.
I think that's why. Yeah.
And caution, left 4 long over crest, into turn hairpin right.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hairpin right. But yeah,
continues for 100.
Wow, I'm really not doing well. Come on. Yeah, the buttons that show up, you know, because I'm using a steering wheel, I'm using my Thrustmaster T500 RS. It's like the buttons show up for that, for all the different actions in the game, but they don't have, you know, they just have like numbers 1, 2, and up to 10 or whatever. But I don't know what the corresponding button is on my wheel, so that's kind of a bit annoying because it will say press this button. Like I wish it would still give you an option just to use the key commands, because I have my keyboard right here, and even though I'm using a steering wheel, come on, big jump, woo! Even though I'm using a steering wheel, of course I'm going to be using my keyboard. It's right here, you know. So yeah. Now, one thing I will say, the force feedback is really, really patchy. Sometimes it feels great. Sometimes it feels great. Like, you know, you can feel the bumpiness of the road, and sometimes it just feels completely like as light as anything with absolutely nothing. It's really patchy, which kind of surprises me because Dirt was always pretty good. I wouldn't say amazing, but always pretty good for the old force feedback. So I'm pretty sure, you know, early access and all that, I reckon they should.
Right 5 long, past junction, 100 past lay.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I reckon they should work that out. Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie.
80 over crest, right 5 through gate, water splash.
Come on. So like I said before, it's quite brutal, this game. I'm like all over the road. But yeah, I think that is something they will work out with more time, I would imagine.
Caution, keep mid over jump, 100 down, braking, turn acute right.
It's clearly something that they need to work on. Because like I say, sometimes it feels really good, and then other times it just feels like absolutely nothing. And I've tried to play around with the settings quite a lot, and it's still, I can't seem to get rid of that feeling, the vague, like, no force feedback feeling that you get quite often. But yeah, I mean, for an early access game, for the very beginning of an early access game, whoa, it actually is doing really well, and the graphics are good. You know, it's a good start, and I think, okay, I'm actually going to restart the thing. Yeah, for an early access first attempt at this game, this kind of game, I mean, it's the first time that Codemasters have done like a hardcore rally game. I'm actually quite impressed already, and I reckon they're going to work on it a lot. I reckon they've just got a hardcore of guys working on it who, you know, they just thought, hey, why don't we just try to do something for those hardcore rally guys? Because for years and years, or it feels like ages anyway, there's been a lot of people that have been kind of complaining there's no rally games out there that are any good, and like loads of people were still using Richard Burns Rally with loads of mods. So, you know, you can see there's a market out there, but it's quite a niche market. And of course then you've got the rally game by Milestone. I think they're up to Rally 4. What is that game called? But it's the rally game by Milestone, and they're up to the 4th one. And that is just completely rubbish, really. Like, it could be like to do with my wheel, but there's no force feedback really. It feels really bad. So yeah, if you were to compare it with the only real modern kind of competition there is in that Milestone rally game, already this feels way, way better, and it feels like if they work on it, it's got a lot of potential. Okay, so I mean, obviously then I was like trying to talk and explain about my first impressions of the game whilst driving, which is kind of hard. So my idea is to restart and not talk as much this time and see if I can actually show you some proper driving. But it is quite hard, this game, and I've only had it a day, so of course I don't really know any of the runs or anything, so I'm not going to be great, but it's obviously quite a hard game for me to drive and talk at the same time. So, I'm probably going to fail miserably again, but it's worth a try, isn't it?
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
This car is a beast, by the way. And the engine sounds are pretty awesome, I've got to say. Love the engine sounds. Graphics and engine sounds pretty awesome. Like, environments and stuff looking pretty good already.
Right 2, tight to 1, long, don't cut.
Like, I would imagine I'm going to be very tentative on this until I learn the tracks a bit more, learn, you know, the corners more.
Crest into left 5, over crest, right 1.
But it definitely has that kind of slow, realistic feeling to it. Definitely nothing arcadey here, you know.
Into turn square left, don't cut.
Oh no, I missed it. Oh, I thought I was going to miss that then. A bit of handbrake sorted me out there.
Left 6.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Into left 4, crest, and turn right 3. Into left 3. Into right 5. Into left 5. Into right 2.
I think as well I don't perfectly understand the pace notes. I need to find out, or I need to learn the pace notes a bit better, you know. Certainly not the best with pace notes.
Left 3, half long past junction. Into right 5 long, don't cut. And caution left 4 long over crest. Into turn hairpin right. Into left 4, continues for 100, don't cut. 100 through dip, keep left over crest.
Definitely lots of auto corrections, lots of counter corrections are happening here, which is really cool. You know, you definitely feel like the handling is alive and realistic. I've never driven a rally car, so I can't really tell you if it is realistic.
Left over jump, 130. Caution, keep right over jump, past junction, braking. Left 6 into open hairpin right.
Oh crap, oh crap.
Left 6, over crest 80.
So this is why I'm not a rally driver in real life. Oops, oh well, kind of recovered that a bit. Oh, and the other thing I'd say is it seems very well optimised. I'm getting very good frames, very good frames. But like I said, I'm pretty sure it's based off Dirt 3, so you would expect to get very good frames. Like, I'm easily getting over 60, you know, like at all times.
Keep left over crest, keep mid over crest, 80. Right 5 long, past junction, 100, past lay-by.
Oh crap, again.
Caution slowing, 80 over crest, right 5 through gate, water splash.
I love the water splash, like, water effects are awesome, the way it goes on your windscreen like that. I love it, like, those kind of touches. And like I said, that the Mildstone rally game, oh crap, the Mildstone rally game, what is that game called? Rally 4? I don't know. Anyway, it's rubbish in comparison to this. This is like already a million miles away from that, you know? Why did they go into first gear? Whee!
Right 2 through gate,
Whee!
past junction.
Again, wrong gear.
60 past junction.
Look at that. Oh, that's not crashed like I did before. Yay! And it's just such a good feeling. When you get it right, it gives you a real sense of achievement. You know? And I'm you know, I have to practice a lot. I am not very good, but just that feeling of getting a series of corners right, it's really rewarding. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the game. I have to say I'm like pleasantly surprised, you know, because I really didn't expect it to be this good, if I'm honest. I'm trying to do a replay, but I don't think I can. Because it's like I said earlier, right? Like all the buttons, you can see all of the buttons are numbered, but I don't know what the numbers are on here, on my steering wheel, so completely lost with that. Anyway, but yeah, I am like pleasantly surprised. And seriously, like if you're into rally, if you're a hardcore rally guy, if you're stuck with Richard Burns Rally, then this could be the game for you. I mean, it's a bit early to say, it's only been out a day, but first impressions are pretty good, I would say. You know, and you kind of get to see a bit of a replay here. I do apologise, but like I said, I can't seem to work out the button on my steering wheel. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I reckon this could be it certainly does have a lot of potential to be something that could actually take over from Richard Burns Rally. So it's certainly worth a look. Like I said at the very start, I do feel for an early access game, maybe a little bit expensive, they should really have like a demo out there. I don't think they have yet. Maybe in the future they'll get a demo out there so that people can really feel the handling and everything for themselves. However, if you're not really a hardcore rally guy, if you're more into like the regular dirt games, if you're more into a sim arcade or arcade style of game, I would say this game is not for you because it's quite hardcore. It's not very forgiving. It is quite hard, and if you don't have a steering wheel, you've got no chance. I reckon not even worth even looking at if you don't have a steering wheel. Okay, so I do plan on doing a few more videos on this game. This was just like a first impressions video. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, if you have any specific questions about this game, if you can leave a comment and I'll try my best to get back to you. So thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Bye bye.